Special actions. 3 witnesses. Saved Hamilton, read Valenti's letter, and talked with Vasco, all of whom had some awareness of the Crown Killer. The counter serum. Crafted an antidote that freed Dr. Alexandra Hypathia from Grim Alex. Abandoned basement. Found the basement containing Vera Morey's diary. Release the hounds. Let the starving hounds out against the Grand Serkonan Guard. And then I killed them immediately because I didn't want them to actually kill people. That was fun. It really was. Alright, so we need to talk to Megan Foster about the best way to reach the home of Kieran Jindosh, grand inventor of the Duke of Serkonos.
I need Anton Sokolov, but he's missing. Held by another inventor named Kieran Jindosh, who no doubt wants whatever secrets Sokolov holds in his head. Jindosh is the mad inventor who armed Karnaca with clockwork killing machines, the city where I grew up and trained, where I won the Duke's tournament when I was still a boy. They say the clockwork soldiers are the equal of Karnaca's best fighters now. I'm going to put that to the test. Rescue one genius and cage the other before he creates an army of clockwork soldiers.
Okay, we'll be back in just a minute. Alright, and we're back again. Ooh, what's this? A heavy pouch. I shall take it. Wow, 100 coins. Where the hell did that even come from? Alright, we've got a note from Megan Foster here. Dr. Hypatia needed a place to sleep, so I cleared the stuff out of the spare cabin. I was able to sell most of it. Here's what's left of the money. It's not a lot, I know. Whale oil is expensive, and under Imperial rationing decree, but you know that. Megan Foster. Huh. So we've got kind of like a trophy from when we saved her right here, which is the shot. That's kind of neat that this is kind of like a trophy room, a remembrance of what you've done so far, without being so in your face that it's like, oh, you collected this from this mission, but it's still kind of there, kind of in the background. All right, let's check out the travel log. Okay, let's see here. Longdane Dunwall, Clockwork Mansion, Edge of the World. Is Longdane Dunwall the one that we're looking at right now? Really? I thought we read this one. For most people, New Year means renewed hope and promises. Me, just hate memories that get dredged up. Today, 3rd day of the month of Earth. Jessamyn's birthday. Yeah. I feel like we've read that already. So, Clockwork Mansion. There we go. The Crown Killer. Actually, there's a little tiny thing right here. Why was this here before? I don't know if I just was missing that or what, but whatever. Anyway, Crown Killers no more. Next, Jindosh. Alexandra Hypatia. They called her the savior of the miners. Duke Bell used the doctor's own serum against her, turned her into an instrument of fear and death. But I was able to cure her. The Crown Killer is gone forever. Still, Hypatia knows what she's done, what that serum released in her, and there's no cure for that, except time. Sokolov wasn't at the Addermeyer Institute. He's been taken by a rival natural philosopher, Kieran Jindosh, grand inventor, maker of the clockwork soldiers. They say Jindosh is more ambitious and more twisted than Sokolov ever was. Fine. but Sokolov is the greatest mind the Empire has ever known, and I want him on my side, because if he's working for Jindosh, it might be very, very bad. The Dreadful Whale. What a weird name. This boat makes sleep hard to come by. I'd prefer being tossed by a storm to the endless lapping of inconsequential waves. I remember sailing from nation to nation during the rat plague all those years ago. Jessamine, so hopeful, counting on me to negotiate help from the other isles, thinking I had the skills in diplomacy. Thinking others saw in me what she alone saw. I failed her. And I failed her again on my return. Now it's Emily who needs me. But I'm older. I can feel it, like a heaviness. Sand in my joints. I miss my daughter. At least she was there during the bad days, drawing and telling stories in the Hound Pit's pub. Yeah, I don't know if that was there or not, but if it was, I totally missed it. Alright, so, it's really hard for me to decide if I really want possession or bend time first. I think possession, in a way, would be wonderful for doing stealthy stuff, because I can just kind of sneak around as a small creature. So, I don't know. Maybe that should be the first one, but I'm still having trouble thinking if I want to do that. Is this new? That is not new. I did not think so. Looks like a note, but apparently not. Someone mentioned that there are sometimes charms when you're on the boat, like runes and so forth, and that I probably missed one by now. So, unfortunately, knowing that knowledge right now is a little too old.
Maybe she just didn't want to.
I mean, would you really want to know if you were some kind of murderer? I mean, maybe you can't see from her perspective considering who you are, but, you know.
Dreams were stronger. Is it a sign of recovery or relapse? Oh, you're here.
Hey, Doc.
Stay with me a moment.
Sure. But I'm going to turn off your music if you don't mind. Wow, you've got quite a bit of solution back here, huh? I guess she's going to be our solution creator if we need more. I don't think we do. And we probably won't for quite a while. Let's check out her notes. On a boat, with friends, I believe, I slept, thankfully without the usual nightmares. Perhaps the sea air does me good. The captain, Megan Foster, brought some tea earlier. Such an interesting woman. She seemed to understand about my strange, disjointed memories and the feelings of dread that accompanied them. As soon as I am able, I must return to Addermire. So much of the last few months seems a blur. What was I accomplishing? What of my research into serums for the Black Spittle? My work was so easily derailed. I can only conclude I was suffering from a complete exhaustive breakdown. I'll need time to recover. Did no one tell you that you were causing trouble? Apparently I'm messing up your shit in here. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to mess things up, but I'd like to talk to you. What's going on?
Hypathia, what can you remember? I need to find Anton Sokolov. He might be the key to unraveling the Duke's plans.
My memories are disjointed. The Duke is close to his grand inventor, Kirin Jindosh, but that man has the empathy of a mantis. He seems to both admire and despise Sokolov. We visited Aramis Stilton. I liked him. But Something bad happened.
Probably you.
Just snatches of memory. Sorry.
You should rest easy for a while. Maybe some of that will help.
I hope so. I'm not sure I even fully understand what you did for me, but I owe you for helping me at Adamire. Thank you.
Of course. Hopefully you, don't return to your old ways and start
Megan
drinking
must
serum.
be up on deck.
Well, she might be up on deck, but I'd like to check around.
Ramsey and the Crown Killer. 2 pieces of the puzzle. More to go.
Nothing new. Also
That wasn't
nothing
here
new.
before. Botany and diseases.
What? That's not new, but he's saying it wasn't here before? I guess we found it earlier. But it didn't show up as new in our journal there. Only Hypathia's notes. I guess the fact that it's something that shouldn't be here is why it's new. Alright, well, got rid of you, got rid of you. Heading after you. Eventually heading after you.
Hypatia did terrible things under the influence of her formula, but she's free now. We'll find you, Anton. Jindosh lives in Upper Aventa. I'll have to take the carriage to reach his mansion. Jindosh invented the Silvergraph. Clever man. His invention's likely to outlive him.
It's gonna suck when there's clockwork soldiers around. Yeesh.
Clockwork soldiers must cost a fortune. If Jindosh finds a way around that, he'll make an army.
We'll see how well we can get around them. Clockwork Soldier Basics. To all personnel, after last week's disaster, the Grand Inventor Kirin Jindosh circulated the following information related to his Clockwork Soldiers. All Grand Guard personnel should read this report. The Clockwork Soldier is protected by armored wooden plates. If some miscreant destroys these, then there's nothing protecting the vulnerable mechanisms underneath. If something knocks off the Clockwork's head, the thing will attack anyone it can, ally or not. That means you. Given the expensive optics Mr. Jindosh has provided each Clockwork with, they can see in front and in the back. Remember that if another one of them goes haywire. If some fool is able to get close enough, there's a small panel on each Clockwork that can be rewired, which will invert their perception of friend and foe. Again, that means you get attacked. Keep these things in mind, and the Clockworks will be an asset and not a liability. 3rd Lieutenant Fiora Diaz, Lower City Technical Office, Grand Circonan Guard. Well, this thing sounds like it's going to be a pain in the dick. Alright, so it's got some kind of wooden plates that we can probably burn off. But, yeah, I can foresee that being quite painful to deal with. Not a... crank wheel, huh? I am not sure that that's useful, but I'll keep it in mind. Maybe I'll need to use it at some point. I like that this is broken right now. because we kind of broke that earlier. I wonder if that would remain unbroken if we didn't touch it. I also wonder if that would remain broken exactly. No, okay. It gets absorbed into the sheets. Just like all glass does. Slowly absorbs into the sheets and then you get poked at night. Alright, I don't think there's anything new in here. And nothing up here. It'll be good being able to jump higher though. Be able to find stuff. Suspicious, but nothing really back here. Hello. What about over here? No. Just another way around. Still some things locked on this ship. Stop the leak. Optional, attach the crank wheel. Well, okay. I've found a use for the crank wheel. Come with me, my little wheelie friend. I have a use for you. But not here. This is my room. That's up. That's not down. Down is over here. Here we are. Still getting used to this ship. Alright, where exactly is this crank wheel supposed to go? Blood of the Abel house, not new. Ah, here we are. That is making a funny noise. That doesn't sound good. Might be building pressure or something on this ship. That's just my room again. That looks suspicious, but apparently is nothing. Can I just kind of hop up here? Nice. It is really nice to be able to double jump. Very helpful feat. Alright, Megan Foster's notebook. I'm starting to understand why Anton wanted to go to Dunwall and seek Corvo. Did we already read this? Nope. Alright. Sounded a little familiar, but apparently not. It's Clockwork Soldier, don't care, I want lore. Starting to understand why Anton wanted to go to Dunwall and seek Corvo's help. He's impressive. I have to wonder if he's really suited for palace life. Maybe he wonders that himself sometimes. We could have been good friends at a time when I was running across the rooftops like he is now, watching my enemies from the shadows. I just hope he's breathing tomorrow morning so I can complain when he puts his dusty boots up on the table again. I've lost so many friends. First, my sweet Deirdre, others along the way. Good old Amaris Stilton, who disappeared 3 years ago, and now Anton. Maybe this is my punishment. I'm bad luck. Please, Corvo, bring him back.